I'm Fiona MacDonald, Group Export Sales Director for Walker Books, and now I'm delighted to present Andersen Press's January to June highlights. So starting off with picture books, Elmer and the Bedtime Story in paperback. So Elmer is Andersen Press's biggest brand. They've sold 10 million copies of these books worldwide. So it's bedtime, and Elmer takes the two baby elephants for a walk to tire them out. Each of the jungle animals they meet has their own favourite bedtime story, but we only ever get to hear the titles of the story, one of which is The Story of the Vanishing Biscuit. So this story is great for educational purposes because children can make up their own versions of a bedtime story using the different titles that the jungle animals tell them as we progress through the journey. So this is the 29th original Elmer picture book. This time it's the perfect bedtime story about bedtime stories. And Elmer celebrates diversity and being different, because, as you know, she's a rainbow-coloured elephant and all the other elephants are grey. Next we have Old MacDonald Had a Phone. So this is the fourth title in the series about internet safety for young children from Jean Willis and Tony Ross. So in the story you sing along to the tune of Old MacDonald Had a Farm and learn to put down your phone in this hilarious cautionary tale. So Old MacDonald loves his phone. It helps him organise his farm. But when all the animals on the farm get their own phones, no work is getting done. What can Old MacDonald do? So this is a very funny way of getting across to young children a really important message about the dangers of being addicted to your screen. It's the fourth in this series of cautionary tales. The other ones being Chicken Clicking, Troll Stinks and Goldilocks, a hashtag cautionary tale. So Tony Ross is the UK's biggest selling children's book illustrator, and life sales for his books with Jean Willis exceed 2 million copies. So next we have The Worrying Worries. So this follows on from The Problem with Problems. So this is a picture book for young children to help them deal with day-to-day anxieties. Worries are given a physical form, as you can see in the pictures. There are lots of simple self-help and mindfulness suggestions, such as visualizing lovely things that make you happy, like sunshine and the beach. The rhyming text is perfect for reading aloud, particularly relevant at the moment, and the author is an award-winning poet, and the illustrator has been nominated for the Kate Greenaway Medal. So, how to be a real ballerina. So this is a beautiful ode to ballet. There's a lot to learn about being a ballerina. It's hard work and can seem silly at times. If you fall over, don't panic. You don't have to be perfect. But when you walk out on the stage, it will feel like magic and fireworks and Christmas tree lights in your tummy, and you'll know that no matter what, you're a real ballerina. So as you can see, the art is really stunning. And this story is gender neutral, inclusive and diverse, and perfect for all aspiring dancers. So another dancing theme book is Luna Loves to Dance. So in this third title, starring Luna, we discover the joy of dancing and the importance of family. When Luna dances, she feels like the world's volume turns up, like all colours brighten, like sunlight sparkles behind every cloud. But when she takes her dance exam, she ducks, dives, spins and falls. Luna thinks she can't be a real dancer now. Can Luna's family convince her otherwise? So from musical theatre with Mum to jazz in her grandparents' living room and booming bass at the carnival, celebrate music and dance in all its wonderful diverse forms. Joseph Coelho is an award-winning poet and playwright. So moving on to middle grade, While the Storm Rages. So this is a new title from Phil Earle, the author of When the Sky Falls. It's an adventure set in World War II. So Noah's dad goes to war and Noah promises to look after their pet dog. And shortly after this, the UK government tells all pet owners that they have to have their animals put down. There's probably not going to be enough food to feed the people, never mind the pets as well. So Noah embarks on adventures to save his own dog and other pets as well. So this is based on a true story. In the UK, just after the outbreak of war, 750,000 pets were euthanized in a week. So this is another heartfelt and moving tale featuring animals from this highly acclaimed writer. Next we have Season of Secrets by Sally Nichols. So this is a haunting tale of myth, magic and healing after grief. Molly is sent to stay with her grandparents after her mother dies, so that her father can sort things out after her death. When Molly runs away, she encounters a desperate figure running for his life from a terrifying midnight hunt. What on earth is going on? So Sally Nichols, title Things a Bright Girl Can Do, sold 50,000 copies. Shortlisted for the Carnegie Medal, National Book Award, Books Are My Bag Readers Award and the YA Book Prize. Silent Stars Go By, another one of her titles, received 8 Book of the Year accolades. So as you can see, she's a highly regarded writer and we're very excited to have this new book. Next we have The Colour of Hope. So this is a fantasy adventure story about a rainbow girl born to bring hope and colour back into the world. As soon as she is born, her life is in danger, but a kind man hides her and brings her up as his own daughter. So it's a magical story about destiny, written by the author of Evernight. So The Secret of Splint Hall. So this is a mystery adventure set in 1945. So war has ended, but for sisters Isabel and Flora, the struggles still continue. They've lost their father and had their home destroyed in a bombing raid, and now they must go to live with their aunt and her awful husband, Mr. Godfrey, in their ancestral home, Splint Hall. From the moment of their arrival, there are strange things happening, and the locals seem to hate their family. As the girls begin to unearth an ancient myth and family secret, the adventure of a lifetime begins. So Katie Cotton is an exciting new voice in middle grade fantasy. Her previous books have had starred reviews in the US. So The Bolds Go Green, new in paperback, written by Julian Clary. So this is the 6th title in the hugely funny Bold series. Give a hoot and don't pollute. The Bolds have decided to do their bit for the planet and go green. They're reducing, reusing and recycling as much as they can. But not all of their eco-friendly ideas are welcome though, especially when it comes to watering the neighbour's front garden with wee. So more hilarity from the family of hyenas from the Serengeti who are trying to blend in with the conservative humans living in the English suburbs. So Julian Clary is a stand-up comedian based in the UK. I don't know if any of you know him, but if not, do look him up on YouTube because he's absolutely hilarious. And these, when you read these stories, you really hear his voice coming through. And these books have got the best dressed animals in children's literature because David Roberts, the illustrator, he's a milliner and a fashion illustrator. And he's especially fond of 1970s fashion, as you'll be able to see from the artwork. So moving on to young adult who just got one young adult title from Andersen to finish with. So, The Taking of Jake Livingston. So this is a recently acquired atmospheric thriller and New York Times bestseller for age 14 plus. 16-year-old Jake Livingston sees dead people everywhere, and as a medium, he is forced to watch the dead play out their last moments on a loop. He is also at the mercy of racist teachers, as one of the few black students at St. Clair Prep. But things start looking up with the arrival of another black student, the handsome Alistair, and for the first time, romance is on the horizon for Jake. Unfortunately, life as a medium is getting worse. Though most ghosts are harmless, Sawyer Doone wants much more from Jake. In life, Sawyer was a troubled teenager who shot and killed 6 kids at a local high school before taking his own life. Now he's a powerful, vengeful ghost, and he has plans for Jake. High school has become a different kind of survival game, one that Jake is not sure he can win. So, this is a YA social thriller where survival is not guaranteed. It explores hard-hitting themes such as racism, gun violence, abuse, and homophobia. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you all so much for watching.